Today I've got Barney, Aqua Barney, with me again today. So Barney still comes to me on a regular basis, really, just for the quality of his days, you know, because he just fits in so well with all of mine. Barney, this way. And we still work on, you know, this sort of thing. Basically with Barney, what he does now when he's on his walks is he completely loses himself in the adventure of it, you know, just the sniffing, the scent, follows the scents, and he can go a fair distance just his way. He doesn't know exactly where you are, it's not an issue, but that is just something that I still work on. I'm trying to put the boundaries in now to how far he can and can't go. And so today I've just brought Roscoe. The reason for that is these two, they're so chilled and laid back now, believe it or not. Barney, yeah, he was the one that when he first went to see a behaviour of somebody else, I hasten to add, not me, and they said that he was aggressive and he'd need a muzzle and it's going to be a really long journey and all this. Yeah, now the pair of these are so laid back. I'm just bringing them out together on their own just so they get a nice quiet walk without the youngsters, you know, such as Frank and Sid, climbing all over them and demanding play. They just want to sniff. They want to investigate and sniff and do that really nice steady walk that dogs do actually want to do. They don't all want to run. They'll all have a little burst, you know, bit of an adrenaline rush, they all like that. But the majority of the walk, the real quality of the walk isn't about running. It's this, just walking together, investigating things, using the scent, picking up all the details of every other dog and animal that's been by this way. So what's interesting is, yeah, the quality of the walks have changed with Barney, because at the very beginning he was sort of very anxious when he met and saw other dogs. This way. And he would be barking and overexcited. So it really was a case of trying to get him around as many dogs as possible to work through that. So we've done that. Then we had an issue with water. He got in water, you couldn't get him out. We've gone through that. And now we're just on the walks, just the building up the relationship of the walks and walking as a pack and basically not going too far. So that's the sort of the quality that I'm doing now with him. And what's interesting, I've just met a lady with a little Westie, and he was very reactive on the lead, and it's because he genuinely has been attacked a couple of times to the point where he's had to go to the vets. And yes, there have been you know, proper puncture wounds, so it was a full-on bite. A lot of people say the dog's been attacked. Actually, it hasn't. It's a lot of noise, it's a lot of movement, lots of teeth showing, but not necessarily anything you know, serious going on there. So Barney, this way. Oh, he's there. Looking in the wrong direction. And so yeah, she stood still and we started talking, and I explained that both of these two are well socialized and they understand the body language and they will give a respectful space, which is exactly what they did, which is great because it gave that little dog a little bit of confidence there, that not every dog is going to, you know, try and jump on him, and he doesn't have to, you know, slip into that fight or flight mode. So even if your dog has been attacked, if you meet a well socialized dog and you can use them to try and gain a little bit of confidence with your own dog, please do that. Don't just think, that's it, I'm never going to socialize them again. If you see another dog, keep yours away. Try not to do that as much as possible. So the lady and I, we started talking, and her dog, the longer we stood still, only for the sake of a minute, he was starting to growl more and more, so I suggested we walk. As much as possible, always walk. Just keep that steady forward pace. Barney, this way. He's just in the trees over there. Always try and keep a forward pace. This way. If you stand still, it is basically like this, I call it the volcanic eruption effect, and it makes the matter worse. So always try and keep a very steady forward pace in any kind of tense socialization situation, and try as much as possible not to talk too much. So the little dog was growling and the lady was giving it the commands, using its name, using a very stern voice, which is what we would naturally do. We would naturally communicate in that way. It's not how dogs communicate. Keep your voice out of it. You don't need to sound firm. If you're sounding firm, then you're getting a tone into that voice, you're getting an emotion into that voice, and any emotion is a weakness. So if the dog is hearing that voice and thinking you're weak, then he's going to react even more. So don't use your voice, just use the ch sound and step into his space to let him know that you're commanding this situation, not him. But keep moving, keep that forward pace. Anyway, we had a little walk together, and yeah, and her little dog was in the end just trotting alongside these two. So there was a reactive dog that has genuinely been attacked and has had to go to the vets because of it, and within a couple of minutes he's trotting alongside, I'd say these two, but there's one. He's oh, there he is, he's in the trees. So yeah, don't ever think that the dog can't be socialised once it's been in a fight. It's never the case. All right, you can always do something. So yeah, today is a steady one with these two. You know, sometimes they do get a little bit fed up with the youngsters jumping all over them. Barney, come on this way. This way. And I just want to work on Barney walking with us rather than in his own little world in the trees. I don't mind it sometimes, but not all the time. He's got to be walking as a pack now. That's the quality of the walk I'm working on now. So yeah, there we go. Have a good day.